Welcome back to the Locker Room Talk. It's another episode. As you can see, we have a special guest. But before we get to the special guest, let me tell you what this episode's going to be about. We have the Super Bowl. We have a new segment, NFL Recap. We're also going to give you our own awards. And what we mean by that is busts. Who do we think is the MVP? Who do we think was the offensive rookie? Our offensive MVP. Defensive MVP. Defensive rookie MVP. All of those we're going to introduce and give our own take about that. With that being said, here we go.
Here comes the, y'all don't really want it like, yeah. Here comes the, no. Here comes the, oh. Here comes the, y'all don't really want it like, yeah. Here comes the, no.
As you can see, we got the special guest here representing Who That Nation, also known as the biggest fans of the the Saints. But with that being said, this is Ivan. What do you think about the Super Bowl?
I expected a lot, but in the end, boring game. But it is what it is.
Yeah,
The Eagles were the better team on paper. The only position they didn't have better was the QB. But I mean, unfortunately,
No, definitely not. Jalen Hurts made.
here we go.
That was daddy right there, bro. Pause.
Pause, man.
Hey,
There you go again.
just like this man said the other week, Mahomes is daddy. Mahomes makes everyone his daddy. No. Jalen Hurts made Mahomes and that Chiefs defense, they're his daddy. Whatever. You get what I'm trying to say.
You know what? I'll admit to it. I don't know what was worse, Mahomes' performance or his brother's TikToks. I just don't understand which one was worse. Because, Jesus, it was bad.
I think
it was bad.
I think it was the same level.
I say we give Hurts his props, but I think I can name about 20 quarterbacks that could win with that roster and that O-line. So.
Ooh, hey, I mean,
Props to Hurts, but we know at the end of the day he's driving a Tesla. So
yeah, hey.
all you got to do
He's
is
the
hand the
leader.
ball off, make the open passes. And
You think Derek Carr would win with the Eagles?
he's not one of them.
I just making sure we're clear on that.
I'm on the get Derek Carr out of New Orleans.
I'm about to get there. That's crazy.
All the Saints fan, what do you think about that? Get Carr out of New Orleans?
No, I say you keep him. They suck already, so I mean, it doesn't do no.
I mean,
no
at
different.
this point, we can keep him and we get Arch Manning the following year. So.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's coming to Dallas. Then it'll be our year.
I mean, we'll take Dak for
That's
like a
fine.
third round pick.
First,
That's fine. Y'all can have him for anything.
Talking about these quarterbacks, first we got to see what Mahomes is going to do. Is this the end of the dynasty for the Chiefs, or is Mahomes going to go to another Super Bowl? I think he has to do what Brady did and leave, go to a new team. But unfortunately, Brady did it late in his career. Right now, Mahomes is going to do it at what?
I think it's too early though.
Still in the
Yeah,
prime? Still prime?
I still
Give him
think
about
it's
5 more
early.
years
Yeah,
there, and then we'll see what
Because-
they can do with the cap.
because I mean, with you saying that like Brady did it late, it wasn't really late. He he was still winning. He was in the playoffs almost every year. He was still leading. Maybe just that one year when they lost to the Titans, that I think that was the end of it.
I think, let me pause you on that. And I think this is a perfect time to bring our new segment. The new segment of Pass the Sticks. For ones that are new to sports or gaming, Pass the Sticks is a reference when you're playing sports games. So FIFA, 3-0 Skunk, Madden, 21-0, 2K, about 25 and up, getting
I say 20.
20,
that's
20
a
up?
20 piece.
Yeah.
That's it.
yeah, 20 piece for 2K. That's
It's like
Simon
what
just
I do
said.
to him all the time.
But what do you got to do once you're getting killed like that or you're getting whooped? You got to pass the sticks. And in this case, Chiefs has to pass the sticks. They got BTA, belt to ass.
Like even that last session, secondary didn't even try.
But like I said, one thing I was right about was Saquon was not going to be able to run the ball. That's how he did to the other teams.
I mean, that's just what you got to do. Take him out, but you pay the price.
Yeah.
Too many weapons.
He carried
Yeah.
the whole season though.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, Angel might look with the same numbers as Saquon with that O-line. So
Yeah.
I want to give props to Saquon, but
I would have played, though. I would have broke the record. I would have wanted to play and get that record. That's one thing about Saquon, though. He's a great teammate.
Yeah.
He's a great teammate. I remember, I think that was the biggest thing with the Eagles. That it was a good team overall. Like, chemistry was just out of the roof,
I feel like it's because they have leaders though. Leadership is really good there.
I mean, yeah, Hurts. You got Hurts. You got a lot of
Saquon,
guys on the
Saquon
line.
especially.
Yeah, you can say Saquon.
Like letting the young
You got
ones get there.
Darius Slay.
Yep.
Darius
You got
Slay.
Jalen Carter. He's young. He's probably not that much of a leader, but he's just straight up.
He was
Probably all pro in the next 2 years.
He was dog.
Brandon Graham, Cooper DeJean on the rise. So.
Yeah.
Gene, As a matter of fact, let's talk about DeJean. Pick 6 on his birthday. That, you tell me, he, turned 22?
22, yeah.
22? He has how many more years left in the NFL? I think he's going to be in all-pro years to come, like, consistent as well.
Hey, are they coming out of extinction? Or is it just a rare case?
They got enough to make a good DB team for the exciting whites, but I still don't think maybe every 5-10 years again. So
Yeah, that's definitely what I think. And I think the biggest thing is, what is the Chiefs going to do? Are they going to move? Like what we were talking about earlier before, we started videoing this video. What are the Chiefs going to do with the salary cap?
I feel like they're gonna let players go already. I mean, Chris Jones. I feel like Chris Jones is done. He was battling a knee injury while playing in the Super Bowl. He did not look the same at all, and he said it too. I mean, I think he's ready to go. He won 3 rings already.
Yeah,
That's enough for him.
yeah, I think it's time. His service is done. You
I
gotta
agree.
move on,
Sure.
save the money.
For sure. Let the young ones
Same
cook.
with Kelsey. You can go get you a young tight end or let Noah Gray, Watson. If they still have him. It's
Yep.
time to. I mean, there's some good tight ends in this draft, but
I know Kelsey's ready to go make a little Kelsey.
Ooh.
I know.
after the way he's been playing, I'm ready to see him go. So
I mean, honestly, watching their podcast, the Kelsey brothers, when Jason Kelsey asked Travis Kelsey about what he thought, he didn't look sure about his future. He was honestly talking very negative, and I think he's gonna retire. If he doesn't retire, y'all just prepare for this next season to be his retirement season.
Yeah, I feel like he's a negative energy player sometimes at moments. Like pushing the coach, that's horrible.
yeah, last year.
Yeah,
I mean, they won it, so it's like putting a Band-Aid on it.
Yeah, but then as a leader, as a captain of the team, you're starting fights in summer camp. You're starting fights in training camps. Like
Yeah.
you can't do that. And I think his attitude is finally catching up to him, where people are seeing that it's time for him to go.
He admitted on their podcast that he probably should have been a better leader, to the young dudes in the locker room, but it's too late. You just got whooped.
And you just showed he just showed bad character from him.
That, and he couldn't even create any separation. Dropping balls, he couldn't even get open.
Yeah.
Looked slower than most people on watching on the TV. So sometimes you got to say bye before it's too late.
Yep.
Yeah, it was tough to see all around. I
Talking-
don't know what hurt me more, the scoreboard or just seeing Mahomes get killed in the pocket, man. And just even thinking about
Keep blazing, bro. Keep blazing.
Thinking about what Chucky said last time. What is Mahomes gonna do when he gets older? When he just has to sit in the pocket, and this Super Bowl did not display very much anything about him sitting in the pocket. But again, the O-line didn't do
I
much
think
for
it's
him
more,
either.
More of a testament to the Eagles, being dominant, best O-line, best D-line all year. So
Yeah, hey,
It
but
was
Brady
just
was
a-
able to do it though.
yeah, but I think
Again,
it
the
was a whole
O-line.
recap of when the Chiefs lost to the Bucks.
Yeah,
And, I mean, Mahomes can make plays, and he wasn't this game, but I mean, as a QB, you can't do everything. So
that's true.
it's the ultimate team sport.
For a minute, I thought they had Tony still on the field, but turned out it was just D-Hop. Man was dropping easy passes, and yeah, it was just an all-around bad performance. Well, I guess the next question would be, what do you think about Andy Reid? You think he's done?
Nah, I feel like he has maybe a good couple, at least a 5 year, 5 years or less. But I think
I think
that
5 years
he's
is a
done.
stretch.
Yeah, I mean, 2 years ago he was already debating. So I think
Yeah.
either him and Mahomes have a 2-year, 3-year window, and if they get one more, it's just time to go and bring in a young guy.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know, all these young coaches all moving around. Maybe they land with a guy like Mahomes, and
Yeah, well, I feel like once Andy Reid's gone, Mahomes is gone too.
I don't know about that.
That's
I
gonna
think
be,
Mahomes is gonna pay his dues and at least ride out that contract.
You know-
it was a 10-year contract,
yeah, it was
$500 million. So
a big contract. But also what I heard was how the Chiefs didn't do much with the weapons they have. This is my opinion. You guys could disagree or agree, but D-Hop washed. Hollywood Brown injured almost the whole year. I don't think he's been a good receiver since the Ravens. D Hop, once again, like I said,
Yeah.
disappointing. Xavier Worthy, rookie, but he started popping off towards the end.
But you were glazing that wide
No, yeah.
receiver room.
I mean,
When they got D Hop.
Their true number one was
Rasheed Rice.
Rasheed Rice. I think next year he'll be back.
With a whole new knee.
I don't think he's gonna be the
Surely
same.
D Hop will be gone. You're just gonna have to have Rasheed Rice. You gotta say bye to Kelsey, get you a young guy, and running back with Worthy. I think that's good enough.
I wanna see-
Mahomes can make it happen.
I want to see D Hop stay. I want him to get a ring.
I
It's
mean,
not happening with him.
he could stay, but on the sideline because they're gonna go get either T Higgins, Cooper
Bro,
Cup.
they're not getting no T Higgins. They're not getting no Cooper Cup, bro.
Hey,
T Higgins.
you
and-
never know.
T Higgins and Cup are Patriots, so
I don't know about that, but you never know, man.
they got the most cap.
Yeah, they
got
do.
They got a new young gun in there, so
They do.
Jake May.
Be-
It wasn't be dangerous.
I think before we move on from the Super Bowl, Aaron Rodgers, is looking for a new team. Do you think he could maybe go to the Chiefs if Mahomes leaves?
No.
Mahomes ain't leaving.
You don't think he's
Yeah.
leaving at all?
They're not gonna take a risk on a guy who
Definitely not.
was just a big disappointment in New York.
Oh, I don't think it was him being a disappointment. He had no help.
I mean,
You gave him 2 targets and he was working with those 2 targets.
I mean, you could say that, but
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, as a quarterback, yeah, that's what you sign up for. If you don't
Yeah.
win, and you're in New York, biggest market, so
So how bad is Zach Wilson? Zach Wilson had a better record than Aaron Rodgers.
I mean, Rodgers just got to hang him up eventually
Yeah.
before the people who barely started watching or
Yeah, I agree.
didn't really know who he really was start viewing him as the Jets guy. So
It's just the end of the season for a lot of things. The Chiefs.
I mean,
Right. Hey, Rod.
Rodgers in the second half of the season was really good, but
Yeah.
playing for the Jets, you're never going to be successful. So
That's true.
playing in New York, you're probably like playing for the Cowboys since the 2000s. As much as that might hurt, but I
Hey,
think they're similar situations.
Tom Brady didn't make a comeback.
at least we acknowledge the fact that we aren't that great. I mean, I think the goal for Cowboys this year is
Please don't say rebuilding year, bro. That's out the door, bro.
CeeDee Lamb has to attend OTAs.
Well, he is now.
No,
I mean,
like,
he's
no,
gonna.
I'm not talking about just him. Every player has to attend OTAs.
Well, they are
I don't think
now.
it'll change anything.
I think it'll be.
As long as Jerry Jones is still in charge.
That is true. Hey,
Everybody wanted a big hire for new head coach.
And
A lot
we
of
got
big names, and
we got the worst head coach possible candidate that we could have got.
and I mean, you could say sometimes a guy needs a chance, but he's bounced around the league so many times, and his offenses and whatever he's in charge of on the teams never really pan out. So
yeah, no, that I agree with you. But like he said, man, this coach here, 0-0 in the season. He's
Doesn't
never
matter,
won a
bro.
game. He's never lost a game. You guys were talking about let's risk it. Well, we're risking it.
I think that's I
Doesn't
don't
matter.
know. When you're I mean, what do they say? They're the most valuable franchise. You got to pull the trigger and make big money moves.
Yeah, for sure.
America's team. America's team.
I don't know. That's I've heard it, but
Hey,
it's been 30 years. 30 years.
I'd rather
since
be
they won
called America's team than be called the Saints. My fault.
it. Hey, we have a ring.
Confusion.
We have the most recent ring out of the past two. So out of the two teams that we're rooting for,
Valid.
so
Valid.
Hey, bro, are you hungry?
that's not.
I heard that.
with all that being said,
It's like what the have tech guy.
with the tech guy. Now, but with all that being said, let's go ahead and recap the NFL season.
Yeah.
I think
it was a good season.
I think it was a great season.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think it was a really good season. There was new teams in the playoffs, right? There's
Yeah,
Commanders.
Broncos.
Let's ride.
Broncos.
Let's ride.
Pause.
Let's ride. But
Broncos country.
I think there was a lot of belt to ass this year. A lot of pass the sticks moment. And a lot of that stuff was with the Lions.
Oh,
Lions was going crazy.
Lions. I think Lions is the best team in the NFL, even with losing. They might have choked that, but
Y'all may think I'm crazy, but I think what's holding them back is Jared Goff. I think they need a quarter. I think they need a. He's not a bad quarterback. I'm not saying he's bad, But if they want to win a Super Bowl, they need a better quarterback. I don't think Jared Goff is cut for those big moments.
Well, you're telling me the game was his fault?
No, I'm not saying it's his fault, but
Not his fault, but he's not.
Uh-uh.
He's just not that guy. At the end of the day. I mean,
That's-
the injuries is the real reason, but
Yeah.
when they needed him to at least do that shootout in that game, he started throwing picks. And
yeah.
I mean, everybody just folded though.
Who?
Everybody.
I mean, not Sonic,
Well,
not Jameer Gibbs,
duh, bro.
but
He's him.
I mean, hey, we've seen it with the Bills and Ravens. Sometimes a quarterback with no turnovers wins the game. Sometimes you gotta just go in the game and
it could.
have no mistakes or close to it. But
Yeah.
it's like what he threw 2 pick sixes against Commanders.
Yeah, it was.
And the
Yeah, it was
Commanders
bad.
were not known to have a good defense all year, and he did that in the
Two
biggest
rookie-
game.
and it's-
So
To rookie quarterback too. Jen Daniels. Think, recapping the season, Jane Daniels had a hell of a season.
Oh,
I just hope it doesn't
definitely.
happen what happened to C.J. Stroud. Good first year, mid second year. I hope Jaden Daniels stays consistent. And I might get hate for it, but I honestly think C.J. Stroud didn't live up to what he did first year.
well, bro. I mean,
What are you gonna say that they got hurt?
her
He-
own line, hurt targets.
He did the same thing with his rookie year though. Hurt targets. He only did it with one target.
I think just next year's going to be the year that really tells us, was it a miracle freshman year or
Or fraud.
sophomore slump from here on out? I mean, I think he'll be fine.
Hey,
He honestly outplayed the Chiefs. They had the chance
Yeah.
to win the game.
but that is true.
They got hot at the end, or at least won the 2 games at the end after a little, up and down season. So,
But
I think
the
he'll be
refs always,
fine. Yeah, Angels typically doesn't like to admit the
yeah.
refs holding teams and
He'll,
helping teams.
he'll
so,
never admit it,
well,
but
we'll have to save that.
I'm
for
not gonna
another
admit
day.
to it until they start calling Michael Parsons, bro. Michael Parsons getting yanked.
bro, what
face
does
mask,
Michael Parsons have to do with the Chiefs, bro?
Bro,
you
bro.
go for the Cowboys.
I know, but if Michael Parsons ain't gonna get those calls, bro, I'm not gonna admit that refs are helping anybody.
I
'Cause
think it's pretty obvious.
Michael Parsons
it's-
needs to get
it's
those
terrible.
calls.
Everyone's pointing out on social media.
Doing this after hitting the quarterback, not even following through, literally standing up straight. They scored points off of that.
I'm saying, man. But I mean, we could agree. Both our teams, Saints, Cowboys, we were pretty bad. But it could be worse. We could
weren't-
have
we
Will
weren't
Levis
as
at
bad
quarterback.
as the Saints, though.
We could have Will Levis at quarterback.
I just know we're at least going in the right direction.
Y'all are.
We got a Super Bowl OC, so with y'all on the other hand,
Yeah, we.
got a
Hey,
lot of-
0-0.
Yeah, Micah,
man,
who's
first
probably
start.
rooting for the Eagles. Not a good sign.
You mentioned Will Levis. He gets famous for the wrong things.
Oh, he does. Hey,
Yeah, we won't speak on that.
yeah. Hey, but
Well, I was talking about like interceptions, like him doing bad plays.
Hey,
he,
man is a meme, walking meme.
Shit, if you know,
Walking
you know,
me.
right?
yeah,
You
that's
know,
what
you
I'm
know.
saying.
A lot of things
Hey,
we won't-
at least he stays in the pocket and takes hits. Caleb Williams was just running everywhere, and his O-line was not helping him. We can't even talk about his NFL recap because
What about his
Just wait
defense?
till
bro?
next
The
year.
defense did not help at all.
defense wasn't good. Now,
I mean, there's next year. Watch, Caleb's gonna go playoffs. You won't.
Yeah,
Ben Johnson, they just got to get
I
an
believe it.
O-line. They got the weapons. The defense was top 10 this year.
like
so
I
we'll
said,
see.
on the first episode, they need an O-line. If they want to win games, they need an O-line.
they
It
need
doesn't-
a true leader.
They need an O-line. Defense was nice. Honestly, I think their defense was nice. They got the weapons. They just needed an O-line. They need a true O-line.
Yeah, I mean, a good O-line makes anybody look decent. I mean, if they're legit, then they'll.
No, look at Dak Prescott.
I mean, when he had an O-line, look at him. He was.
He was going crazy.
He got second in MVP last year,
They were comparing him to Patrick Mahomes.
and that's
Uh,
we all know when it's all said, he's not even
He's
sniffing. Mahomes'
Yeah,
legacy.
we all know that.
He's not.
Well, I mean, honestly, it might be a debate on Derek Carr and Dak Prescott at this point, but
Oh, whoa! I don't know.
I think, but like I said, I think it was a hell of a year. Not for Niner fans, but it was a hell of a year for
I
everybody.
don't think Niner fans deserve much.
They-
They have.
How do you like live after that, man? Your season just went straight to shambles, bro.
They're gonna say injuries, and injuries.
Well, I mean, of course, bro. Your best player got hurt. Then you had
You
Deebo,
overuse him.
you had Deebo Samuel.
Oh, he's gone. By the way, Debo Samuel,
You think so?
If you seen the picture of him at the Super Bowl,
He's gone.
He's not looking in top shape. So
he's
Oh,
gone.
yeah.
Debo Samuel's gone.
I think he retires.
No, someone's gonna pick him up, but he's not gonna
He
be.
might return.
Starting
that's
next
a crazy
season.
Take, but
He's not a 49er starting next season.
you might as well take it to the Cowboys, and
No.
she can have him complain about targets.
I think-
and be a diva like the rest of them. So
While Houston is, I read that Houston isn't gonna get Stephon Diggs his contract that he wants, so I wouldn't mind taking him. And I think he wanted. I honestly don't think he will be a diva with the Cowboys since his brother's there. I think he'll be a little bit more.
nah, he's gonna be a diva regardless.
Yeah,
I don't
anywhere he
think
goes,
so.
bro.
Every
Anywhere
team
he
he's
goes.
been on, he's just a walking.
Yeah, he's gonna complain about not being wide receiver one.
He,
He's not.
he wasn't wide
near
receiver
CJ at that
one.
Oh, CJ Stroud literally said he was wide receiver one.
Yeah, he could say it, but he wasn't.
I think
You're
Nico. I
getting
take Nico
locked up.
over him any
So I'm
day.
saying Nico Collins was.
Nico Collins the dog.
He was him. He was a dog.
And then Tank. I mean, unfortunate for him.
Unfortunate. Tank. I feel bad for
I
Tank.
take him over Diggs.
Wait, is that 2 knee injuries in 2 years?
Yeah.
This one was pretty much broken leg and everything. So I think
Yeah, it was bad.
I think everything tore or
Yeah, it
everything.
was-
So
That did not look good at all, man.
And then, we have a lot of kickers that missed a lot of field goals this year. We also have a kicker who was going to the Hall of Fame, and
yo,
he's most likely not going to the Hall of Fame anymore.
Uh,
We won't talk about that either, but
I mean, he wanted to be like Deshaun Watson
hey,
in the worst
you know,
way. So
use massage chairs, bro.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got the facilities.
or just go in and
You know what I'm saying?
just don't be inappropriate.
Yeah,
It's
100%,
the way to do it,
man. I think. Speaking of kicking, though, let's hit on the other football. Manchester City choked to Real Madrid.
Madrid has been the better team this season, though. I mean, I like both teams personally, but I feel like Madrid has outplayed, like, not outplayed, but, like, has been the better team, like, stat-wise. City has been struggling a lot lately.
Yeah, but I think City came out with a different type of energy this game. Honestly, it was a good game. And it goes back to what the tech guy, also known as Dante, said. You can't sleep on Real Madrid. You just can't sleep on them.
They're just football heritage. You
Yeah.
could be up 2-0, 3-2, don't matter. The last 10 minutes, last 5 minutes.
You got magic plays.
Some magic will happen, or
Yeah.
they'll get some calls that maybe might not everybody agree with, but for the majority, it's that magic they have. They always find a way. So as much as I dislike them, you gotta respect it.
Yeah, and then I think the craziest result was Feyenoord beating AC Milan.
I expected it.
I know a lot of people that betted for AC Milan to win. They lost a lot of money.
And we
A lot
do,
of money.
we do not support betting here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you
I
want,
agree.
we'll drop a couple parlays for y'all.
Oh.
if you want. If you want. But, yeah,
I mean,
Ace,
if it hits, I expect a donation.
Yeah,
I expect a donation.
yeah, a little donation.
So, yeah,
That's
so,
crazy.
I mean, not for me, for y'all.
No.
To go to the future.
But,
everything out, but
yeah, I mean, Dortmund second half was crazy. 3 goals. Sporting had no chance in that second half. I don't know, man. It was a crazy game. Second leg is going to be interesting, I think, for a lot of teams. A lot of teams going to be very interesting.
What do you think of Bayern only beating Celtic 2-1?
It was bound to happen. Celtic is a weird team. It was like that one year when they beat Barca 1-0, and Barca just like outpossessed them, everything. Barca's like better team. Celtic just fights. They figure out a way.
it's gonna be a good second round, because then from there we get ready for the next round, and a lot of big teams playing each other. And
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. Next round, it's as a Madrid fan, I'm actually kind of scared playing Barca in the Champions League. They have 10 goals in 2 games against us.
Bro, oh my goodness. Barca in the Champions League is not good.
Yeah,
but this year
you never know.
They're just owning Madrid.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
they've been owning
And that
never
Madrid.
Madrid
know.
line, that Madrid back line is
Yeah, it's in shambles right now.
so,
It's not looking too good.
we'll have to,
It's not.
I mean, I'm hoping for a close game, but the previous 2 been 3-4 goal wins for Barca. So,
Yeah.
but it's Champions League, Madrid, Champions League. They win.
Yeah.
They'll figure out a way. They'll probably be losing, and then it's the last 15 minutes, and we'll see 2-3 goals, and everybody will say that it was expected, because
Yeah, no, I agree. All right, well, with that being said about the Champions League, let's go ahead and transition back to the other football. You guys need a kicker, you guys could take Mbappe. You know, he's just flying sitters. So Ravens, if you know, hopefully this video gets blown up so the Ravens could see it. Hit up Mbappe. You guys will get field goals for days.
I would.
Unless he mishits it, then it's just somehow it's gonna go in the goal. But other than that, it's gonna be field goals. Nah, but let's go with the awards. You know, let's talk about a couple awards. So we're gonna go with a couple ones that we made up, and then we're gonna go with a couple ones that the NFL gives out. You know, so we'll go ahead and start with MVP, Josh Allen. Do you guys agree or disagree?
Well deserved.
Okay, I was making sure we weren't gonna have a little debate.
Yeah,
but,
well deserved.
Josh Allen, he had no All-Pro running back or receiver. Had some big wins. So won some 40-point shootouts. So,
Bills Mafia take care of that man.
but I do think last year Josh Allen should have won and Lamar should have won this year just based off of if you're going stats. But yeah, if you go off of who's actually more valuable, I think
Josh
a lot
Allen.
of other quarterbacks can win with that Ravens run game.
Yeah, Josh Allen is complete.
He-
Josh Allen
he-
could throw, run, you name it.
Here's
he
the
could
thing about the MVP. I think Josh Allen deserved it. You know, I'm not saying anything about that. Like I honestly think Josh Allen deserved it, especially from I think the beginning of this season he was voted the most overrated player in the league,
do. Yeah.
and now he's the MVP. But do you guys think the MVP should be like the Heisman, where if you guys pay attention, a lot of quarterbacks are just winning it. It's really just like a quarterback award. You guys think like receivers should have a chance to win it, running backs should have a chance of winning it? Because Saquon had a year. You know, I mean, he got Offensive Player of the Year, but you know, if he wanted to get MVP with the you know numbers he had, would they give it to him, or you think they're just trying to give it to quarterbacks?
It's just gonna be a quarterback award, just
Nah,
like
yeah.
I mean, if you go to soccer, the ballon goes to the goal
stats.
scorer, the best attacking player. It doesn't really. So I think it's always gonna be a quarterback award. The Offensive Player of the Year will be the best running back or receiver.
Yes,
and
that's-
it's just how it's gonna be.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. I think okay. Let me ask you guys this now. Saquon breaks the record.
I
He's well deserving of the MVP.
I think it still would have went to Josh
Yeah.
I
Allen.
think so.
think so too.
You know, I
As much
think-
as he's probably the best running back, if not top two. It's still more of a O-line thing. He doesn't have a good O-line. He doesn't have that, but
Yeah.
I mean that's not to take anything off of Saquon, but
No,
the running back. There's a lot of good running backs that behind some bad O-lines and never get to show.
Yeah, look at what's his name, DeAndre Swift. DeAndre Swift. It took a minute for him to get there, but that boy was running after.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I like I said, I agree. I agree with Josh Allen being the MVP. And like I said, after he got his fiance, boy was going in another level. Boy fell in love. He was a lover boy, and he was going into another level. And I don't know, like he didn't really have much of like receivers. You know, like he had to make a name for a lot of them.
Well, yeah.
Now you know who a lot of those receivers are.
Like that one guy that shows up barefoot. Hey,
Hollins.
Yeah.
Ray Hollins.
It's tough.
that boy is tough.
All right, let's go
He
with.
had the most touchdowns for them. I
Yeah,
don't
Nah.
think anybody expected that one. So
definitely not.
No, I agree with you. I don't think I was expecting that. I don't even think I wasn't expecting Josh Allen to have the year he did with the team he had.
That's what I was
You know.
saying.
So let's go with Offensive Player of the Year.
I mean, that's a no-brainer. But
Yeah.
I mean, I think Jamar Chase came close. He had the triple crown, but Saquon at the end of the day would have broken the record.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Justin Jefferson had a better year than Jamar Chase.
nah, that's a hot take. I think Jamar had the triple crown, more everything, but
Yes.
Nah, I mean Saquon Barkley though he had a crazy year, man. Crazy year.
He
When
deserved
someone
it
does a
for sure.
spin move, backwards hurdle,
Whatever that man did.
bro, like what? Like what? Like that just doesn't make any
Like,
sense
he
at
got
all.
hit while doing that backwards hurdle
Yeah, it
before
was-
he landed and still tried to keep going.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy.
Superhuman.
Now let's talk about how like in the playoffs, like he put up a crazy number. Even though he didn't do too great in the Super Bowl, he pulled up some crazy
Yeah,
numbers throughout the postseason.
He had about like 100 yards each game. 'Cause
2
he-
touchdowns and
Yeah,
both
okay.
are
he was
close.
going wild, but he went wild.
Yeah, for sure. And I think he ended the regular season with 2,000 yards, like around like 2,000
Yeah.
yards.
Yeah, he was close. I'm saying he was close to
Honestly,
breaking
he
that
should have had a
record.
lot more touchdowns, but the Eagles are a little cheesy with the tush
Yeah,
push.
tush
so
push.
Just push.
It
And
is what it is.
I just heard it's not called a tush push.
Oh yeah. I heard
So
that too.
this is what I'm gonna do. You know, for our fans that watch and tune in, the first person that could comment what the actual name of the tush push is, we'll give you a shout out. You know, we'll give you guys a shout out. We'll even shout you out in our own personal page. I'll give you a hint. You gotta go look up a Jalen Hurts interview. He'll tell you the real name.
He said it.
Yeah, he said it. It's not the
Yeah.
tush push.
I think they've said it multiple times on TV too. So.
Yeah, so it's not the tush push. I'm just letting you guys know right now that that's not the real name. Is he?
Yeah, that's just what everybody knows it as. So.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that's
the
crazy.
Jalen Hurts special. So
Are you guys have an award you guys want to talk about?
Oh, I want to talk about the one and only Jaden Daniels.
Rookie of the year.
Yeah, that boy.
I mean, yeah, I think everybody can agree that's Rookie of the Year. So
His dance moves. That boy could dance. That boy could boogie.
I think. I think if Malik Neighbors had a proper a proper quarterback. Sorry, if he had a proper quarterback.
He had Tommy DeVito, bro. What else do you need?
Man, the only thing he was good at was
I mean,
being
I
a
feel
mobster.
that
What about Danny
the Rookie of
Dimes?
the Year is more of a quarterback award too. So
Yeah.
there's a good quarterback, unfortunately.
Well,
Yeah, I
wait, who
agree.
won Rookie of the Year last year?
last year.
Wasn't it
Was
CJ
last
Stroud?
year. Yeah,
I think it was
CJ
CJ Stroud.
Quarterback. most
Next
of
year
the
is gonna be
time.
Shador Sanders.
Next time it's gonna be LSU quarterback
Nah,
or wherever Arch Manning goes. You know that.
it's gonna be
Titans.
what's his name? Next year's gonna be the one from Ohio State. Like he's
Oh, yeah, he
nice.
is tough. He is tough.
He could run. He could throw.
Yeah, he can do everything. You know, who do you think was the bust? Bust of the year. Who do you think that was?
Last
Yeah,
year. I mean,
I got a couple.
you could even say Cowboys after the year.
Oh, yeah,
they
it
were
was-
expected to make it.
Goodness, man.
You got the Bengals.
Expecting to make it. We're trying to make it every year.
So I
Nah,
think
the-
Bengals you could throw in there.
Nah, I don't feel like the Bengals you could throw them because they always have like the same start.
Their
every
defense.
year.
Bengals defense.
was horrible.
Bengals defense was terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
You know, but I honestly, you tell me Will Levis was the bust of the year, bro. Like,
Bro, Will Levis has always been horrible, bro.
like Jameis Winston. Yes, I guess you guys probably say Jameis Winston, but
Whoa,
Will
oh.
Levis was the
Nah,
meme
yeah.
person of the year.
we won't take no
Jameis
Jameis
Winston,
slander around here. So
Nah, I love Jameis Winston. Bro. He's funny.
Yeah.
Good guy. Good guy.
Energetic.
should
Everything.
him in New Orleans. I wish we had him over Derek Carr, but it is
Yeah,
what it
man.
is. So
But Will Levis, man,
I have to keep it going.
meme of the year for sure. You know, meme
Not
of the
only-
season.
It's not even only about football anymore.
No, man. Man, maybe
Chuck be getting a little.
maybe
off
get
topic,
making
but-
we making memes off and on the field. Boy, where's then Jackson Mahomes? Man, we're going viral for the wrong reasons.
I mean, that's Angel's boy too, Jackson.
Yeah.
Mahomes.
Hey, no,
I heard,
definitely not.
I heard they had a close connection, but you know.
That's like it's like most searched on TikTok. and Instagram,
Yeah.
so.
Nah, man. Actually, I got one for you guys. Coach of the year. You gonna give it to Super Bowl
No.
champion, or who are you gonna give it to?
Because I mean that's kind of expected to make it that far.
Yeah.
It's either
Hell
gotta
of a
be
team.
the one who won it, Kevin O'Connell, or I say even the Commanders coach.
Oh,
Dan
yeah.
Quinn.
They went from
What's his name?
bottom of they had second pick, third pick.
Yeah,
man.
Dan Quinn.
So yeah, I think Dan Quinn.
Quinn.
that's- I mean that's another guy Cowboys let go.
Nah, he screwed us.
Yeah, nah, he.
They let him go.
Man, switched up our whole defense.
I mean, he had it for the most part. He had a good Cowboy. He's just in the biggest game, but that's the one guy you let go. The other guy you let go, Kellen Moore. He's a
Yeah.
Super Bowl champ. Now he's gonna be a part of the best franchise. So,
Yeah.
Wait,
Oh, yeah.
where he goes?
so
Oh,
Yeah,
my
you
goodness.
guys got a coach. You guys got a coach. I wouldn't say best franchise, but
nah, it definitely,
you got a coach.
It's definitely just a biased opinion, but nah, I mean, he's the OC. He's young. If it doesn't work out, we get a good draft pick. There's a lot of good quarterbacks. So
Oh, y'all get a good draft pick every year, so it doesn't matter.
this guy forgot who the team with the most regular season wins.
Oh my goodness.
From like 6 years straight.
years. Nah, that's
2017,
Yeah.
2021, whatever.
man.
it
We're gonna be
was,
talking
4
about
years.
most wins and stuff or crazy season stat line is Steelers. They always figure out a way to have a winning record.
Yeah, but that's
Well, Mike
I ain't
Tomlin,
impressed.
bro.
I ain't impressed because they haven't won a playoff game in what 10 years.
You're
They
right.
just-
Valid take.
so,
When
that's
you got
just-
a coach that's like Mike Tomlin,
Yeah, Mike Tomlin, man.
he might as well
Crazy.
just go to Dallas at this point. It'd be a change of
Little challenge.
city.
Little challenge.
I mean, that might be what Dallas needs, that toughness.
I wouldn't-
If you watch the Hard Knocks on HBO or Max, whatever you call it, it shows.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind taking him.
I mean,
Hey, but like I said, man, 0-0. Our coach is 0-0.
oh my goodness, bro.
We might have a chance.
It's not our year.
We actually might have a chance.
you have a year. You have a chance of getting Arch Manning, is all I can say.
Hey man,
I hope
I just hope we get Ashton Genty, bro.
Oh man, don't even get me started with that. If we don't get him, I'm gonna lose it.
That wouldn't fix much though. I don't think Rico was that bad. You need an O line. O line's a little in shambles, but
Bro, they have us getting a wide receiver, bro. Every ESPN mock draft has us getting a wide
you
receiver.
also need that too. I think there's a lot of guys.
we need.
If there's a wide receiver there, I take him. This is a running back heavy draft, so
Yeah.
you can go get you a guy.
That is true.
Nobody's as good as Ashton Genty when it comes down to the running back group this year.
Yeah, that is actually true, though.
There's some guys in there.
Like who?
Okay.
Oh, the one from I wouldn't
You
mind
got
getting the
Mario
one from
Hampton, North Carolina.
what's the one from?
You got the-
from the Buckeyes,
That
Ohio.
duo, yeah, you got Travion
Yeah,
Henderson.
I don't think the other one is coming. Yeah,
Nah, man, it's a crazy
I
draft.
think
class.
I think the other guy is coming, Judkins.
Yeah.
I think they're both.
no, Judkins is the senior.
Oh yeah,
Henderson
he's
is
joining.
Yeah, but I think
He's
both
in
of
the
them
he's
are
in the
gone.
draft.
Or maybe
Yeah.
1-1, but
Yeah, he's in the draft. We just got to see where Travis Hunter's gonna go.
He's going number one, bro.
going number 1. Yeah, you can't pass it up.
Well, I don't know. I don't
a
think
lot of
he-
people call him overrated, but I think it's
Oh, I mean, I don't think
It's
he's
just
overrated,
crazy.
but
I think what he
I
did
don't know.
is-
Number one is gonna be tough this year. I think everybody's gonna be surprised to who number one's gonna be.
Cam Ward's going to be number one.
I mean, it's either two people, yeah, Cam Ward or
Yeah, I mean,
They don't even have Travis Hunter going in the top 10 because he wants to play.
yeah, you're crazy, bro.
No. I have him going top.
I have
10.
not seen a single mock draft that he doesn't
Yeah.
have below top 10. I don't know where you've seen that. But yeah, bro. I don't know where you get your sources, but that's
ESPN, bro.
not true.
Nah,
ESPN.
Nah, but I think with all that being said, we definitely gonna have to touch up on the draft on our next episode. I think a lot of people have an opinion about that, and just even talking to some of my friends, they
I mean, maybe we could see a little mock draft of just y'all two, seeing where.
yeah, I would.
See a
That'd
little
be.
mock draft.
I can tell you right now, my mock draft's gonna be everywhere. It's gonna be crazy.
I mean,
Yeah, my
that's.
mock-
I
my
feel like
mock
that's
draft
all of
will
them
be
every
horrible.
year.
No, yeah, but with that being said, before we end this episode, I do want to say that we're trying to look for 3 stars, 4 stars, and 5-star recruits that we're trying to interview.
Or maybe people that are upcoming.
upcoming. Like there's this kid from Red Oak, Texas, plays soccer. His name is Johnny. He's pretty good. He's getting ranked already as a freshman. But we also don't want to just do one certain sport. We want to do everything: baseball, soccer, basketball, football, volleyball, softball. It doesn't matter, anything.
What about golf?
Yeah, why not? Why not? Tiger Woods' son is upcoming. It's cold. Like I don't mind doing any sport. We're trying to put you guys out there, get people to get to know you before you go to the college. College environment, and they start seeing you on TV. At least they know the type of person you are. So if there's anybody you think that we should interview, go ahead and comment down below as well, and we'll get them on the podcast and we can interview them, and people will get to know who their next star could be. It could be their next Travis Hunter. It could be the next Shador Sanders, next Cam Ward. Hey, you never know. You never know. You never know who might come on the pod. You never know who might come out the pod. So, again, like, pause. It's gonna be. It's like I said. Our podcast is different. We definitely are gonna start doing the crazy things that we say. Like I said, like if you haven't followed our social media, you definitely need to follow the social media. And we have TikTok, Instagram. We're finna upload a Facebook as well. So I know there's a lot of people that share on Facebook. So that's what we're finna start posting as well. And we're gonna start doing a lot of games. We start doing giveaways. Probably start off at like $10 giveaways if you guys could beat our teams that we make. We create a team. If you think you could do better, duet it. Or we're gonna start walking around with our phones, and you guys got to be ready because we're gonna start recording. $10. Can you make a good team? That could be like a 93 overall or something like that.
If it doesn't have CR7, you're not winning.
Nah, but like I said, this is our special guest. He's gonna be making special appearances, and this is Ivan from Who That Nation.
Trash.
He's also a USC fan, so if you guys are USC fans, he's a USC fan.
Trash.
Man U fan,
Trash.
Messi fan.
And he's
He's all right. He's all right. Yeah, that's another. But with all that being said, are you still watching sports alone? I hope you're not. You gotta watch this podcast, click our social medias, and I promise you, you will no longer be watching sports alone. We are Locker Room Talk, also known as LRT.